This is KHQA Sports.
It was the first non-winning season since 2006 for Mark Grounds and the Jacksonville Crimsons. For a team with so much talent and high expectations, 2014 didn't sit well with anyone in the program. Take a glimpse at one of their practices this summer, and this squad is hungry. Competition everywhere, something Coach Grounds preaches every day to his players, that they've got to earn it all. That's a certain in the Central State 8, arguably one of the best football conferences at any level across the state of Illinois. The core group is back for this team, and the sky's the limit.
With the amount of young guys that we had that started last year, they're pretty experienced guys right now, so they feel pretty confident. They know what we've got to be able to do to compete in our tough league, and they're holding each other accountable.
It was a little bit bitter going 4-5 last year, not making the playoffs, not being able to compete with all the other good teams in the state. So we really took that as motivation this year.
We definitely see a different team this year. Coach Grounds has really amped it up on us, and I guess we're taking it in a good way, so we've been going all summer. It should be a good one.
It's no secret this team will be fun to watch offensively. The Crimsons returned 10 on that side of the ball, and it all rests on the shoulders of quarterback Joe Brannon. 2,200 yards through the air a season ago with 16 touchdown strikes, completing 62% of his passes. Even more dangerous is the weapons he has around him.
We've got the luxury of having two extremely good wide receivers with experience back in James White and Noah Pickens.
Having these guys around you, the same guys that you've played with your whole life, really makes confidence high. And I think with confidence comes comfortability, and we're going to have a good year.
Everybody on our offense is quick and strong, and Joe has a really good arm, so he can get it to us, and he can run the ball too, so he's really good.
C.J. Wright was a starting defensive back that played in our third down situations last year, had some big plays for us in games. He'll play both sides of the ball.
C.J. Wright, he didn't play very much offense last year because some of the guys we had, we didn't really need him as much, but he's an absolute weapon. Every time the ball's in his hands, he's got a chance to take it, to the house. So I think he's really a name that everyone's going to know by the end of the year.
Defensive backs won't get much of a break with 6'5" Anthony Perry and 6'4" Adam Hillis in the spread attack as well. That's not even mentioning an O-line who bring back 4 starters to an already beefed up unit. They lose now Big Ten bodyguard Gabe Meganson, but plan to make up for that with their physicality.
We're going to try to put the defense in a bind. Are you going to cover the receivers? If you are, Matt Rooney and our big linemen are going to get a chance to go to work between the tackles. So, our goal is to make the defense defend the entire width of the field with our skilled guys, and then be able to tackle with the run.
Matt Rooney, senior running back. Joe tries to throw the ball, can't get it out, give it to Matt. Matt is just an explosive player. There's no way around it. You give him a hole, he's gonna go. If he doesn't get a hole, he's gonna make one.
Anybody in the Central State 8 can play football. Anybody can come out and win at any given time. So we can't take any team lightly this year. We got to come out and play hard every game.
Week in and week out, there's no break from explosive opponent offenses. Grounds and his staff have adjusted accordingly by shuffling around players on the defense. Clay Wood will be a guy who sets the edge at linebacker, while other fast and athletic pieces will move to end and rush the passer.
You've got to find a way to steal downs and steal possessions. So I think you'll see us be a little bit more aggressive. We'll take a few more chances than what we've done in the past, because in our league you have to. And I think the mentality of being physical and not backing down was instilled very, very early this summer, and our kids are feeding on it. And that type of feeling and that type of demands of each other is starting to really take hold.
Going 4-5 last year, not making the playoffs, not being able to compete with all the other good teams in the state. So we really took that as motivation this year.
You can feel the anticipation in camp. When the lights come on in week 1, the Crimsons are all in.
Play every game like it's 4-4 is what one of my coaches said, and that's been one thing that's been in my mind the whole time. So we should be able to get this done this year.
We know that we have to come out here and do what we're supposed to do and work hard. And we just been putting in the work in the off season and in the summer and now in the past week.
We've really just preached starting fast, and a lot of our losses we got down real quick. Like Rochester, we were down 20-0 right off the bat, and ever from that point on, we were really good. So we just have to come off to a fast start and know how to finish games this year.
Well, that was a wild way to start, but I'll tell you what, a wild way to start is what these guys are going to do at the beginning of the season. Like I said before, a whole lot of fun to watch these guys play. Joe Brannon, class act, getting a lot of looks from Ivy League schools, some smaller Division I. I think he's only going to get more offers as the season comes on. James White, that kid can make people miss in space. Clay Wood, his older brother, Cody, is actually a wide receiver at QU, so another pipeline from Jacksonville there. Remember the Lonergan brothers as well. So these guys got talent all over the place. And in that conference, it's tough. I mean, I tell you what, when you play a team like Rochester and all those teams, Sacred Heart, Griffin, week in and week out, you better be ready to play. These guys are going to be ready to play this year.